decided that you want to teach English, either in your own country or in another country. And you've also decided that you want to take some kind of training course so that you can learn how to teach English effectively. The problem is when you start looking around at all of the options, it's really confusing. There are just so many courses out there and so many choices. How do you find the course that's right for you? Don't let yourself get confused by the acronyms for these training courses. All of the courses will have a different acronym in them, but they all do essentially mean the same thing. They're all about teaching English. You may see a course that has TESOL or TESOL in its title. This means Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. You may see a course that says TESL, TESOL, which is Teaching English as a Second Language. And you may see a course that says TEFL, Teaching English as a Foreign Language. So that you can decide which course will work best for you, I'm going to take you through a series of questions to ask yourself. And once you've answered these questions, you'll have a pretty good idea of which course is going to work best. The first question is a very practical question. How much money do you want to invest in your teacher training course? Courses range from a few $100s all the way up to thousands of dollars. You need to decide what your budget is and then pick your course accordingly. The second question is also quite practical. You need to look at how much time you have to invest in your training course. There are training courses that are just a single weekend, all the way to courses that are up to a full year. And there are full-time courses and there are part-time courses. So look at your schedule and figure out which course is going to work for you in terms of time commitment. The third question you have to ask yourself is, how do you want to study? There are courses that you can do face-to-face, so you're in a classroom and there's an instructor and there's other students and you're interacting with everybody. There are courses that you do via distance education, so the school sends you all of the materials and you work on your own. And finally, there are courses that are online, so you communicate with an instructor and sometimes with other students via the internet. The next thing you need to find out is whether the course has a practicum. A practicum is the piece of the course that lets you get into an actual English language teaching classroom and try out your skills. Most practicums have two pieces to them. They have an observation piece where you're just looking at an experienced teacher teach and seeing what they do. And then they have a practice teaching piece where you're actually in front of a real classroom and real students and you're trying your newly acquired teaching skills. So make sure that the course you're looking at has a practicum. You also have to look at your current qualifications. Some schools require that you have a university degree and a teacher training course. Other schools and other locations don't require a university degree. So please check this before you invest in a teacher training course. The next question you want to ask yourself is about quality. How good is the course you're looking at? And obviously you want to take a good course. There are a few different ways that you can figure out if this course you're looking at is any good. You can ask students who have taken the course already. You can ask employers what they think of this course. And finally, you can look for something that's called accreditation. Accreditation means that an outside organization, a third party, has looked at this course and has said this is a good course. For more information on accreditation, please watch our video, What is Accreditation? The final questions you want to ask yourself are about what you plan to do after you've finished your English language teacher training course. There are job opportunities in nursery schools, public schools, colleges, universities, private language schools, and companies. You need to look at each of these types of schools and decide which school is the best match for your personality and your skills. The last question you want to ask yourself is, how long are you anticipating teaching English for? Maybe you're thinking that you'll just travel around the world for about 6 months and you'll teach English on the side to earn a bit of money. If this is the case, you probably don't want to spend a lot of time or money on a teacher training course, so you'd go for a shorter course. On the other hand, you may be anticipating that this is a long-term career choice for you. In this case, you would spend more time and more money on your teacher training course. Once you've asked and answered these questions, you'll be in a position to decide which is the best English language teacher training course for you. Let me just wrap up by telling you a bit about the courses that we offer. Our ACE TESOL Certificate is accredited by TESOL Canada. It's 100 hours long with a 20-hour practicum. We've been running this course for over 10 years and have over 1,000 graduates working all over the world. Our ACE TESOL Diploma is a follow-on from the ACE TESOL Certificate. Once you've taken the certificate course, you take another 150 hours of instruction with the diploma course and another 30 hours of practicum work. This course is accredited both by TESOL Canada and by one of our provincial organizations, TESOL Ontario. I'd like to wish you all the best with your English language teacher training course.